Hi everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com, and I'm back with another video. So these are my Mother's Day presents, so I'm a little bit haven't been around, sorry. Anyway, so for Mother's Day this year, my son and my other half picked me up some Sennelier paints. I have been wanting to try Sennelier paints for years, since I got my Schminke set, and I've just never pulled the trigger and bought any. So they picked me up the Billy Showell 12 color set, and then they grabbed the 5 additional colors to her watercolor set with Sennelier. Now I say they picked them with my help. But I'm super excited to be able to play with these. I haven't swatched them. I did one little card. You can see there's a little bit of dirty paint on the palette. I'd done a floral card with them, and that's really all I've done. I haven't been doing a whole lot outside of design team work this summer. I've just been busy. I've been spending as much time with my kid as I can because of COVID and everything was canceled and life. So I'm just going to go through and swatch all of these for you guys now because I haven't even swatched all these colors yet. So in the 12 color set, you get French Ultramarine, Cobalt Blue, Phthalo Blue, Sennelier Yellow Deep, Lemon Yellow, Quinacridone Gold, Red Orange, Sennelier Red, Aliz Crimson Lake, I think that's supposed, it's like they're alizarin, Rose Madder Lake, Helio Purple, and Dioxazine Purple. This is one of my favorite colors in all watercolors. And then in the bonus 5 colors you get Titanium White, Quinacridone Red, Permanent Magenta, Blue Violet, and Indigo. Now this packaging is kind of overkill. I haven't pulled it apart yet because I wanted to leave it for the video, but like, it's a giant tin. You can see how deep that is on my finger there. Like, it goes above my, almost my middle knuckle, right? So it's kind of overkill. But I will pop these out and just use it loosely with the paints, and things of that nature. But I'm just gonna leave it for right now until I actually need it to haul something out. I also ripped it, but that's okay. So I do think that the bonus set is a little overkill in the packaging department. This is wonderful. I will probably pull out the little trays that hold the tubes and fill it with pans so that I can pan these. Yeah, but that's that. Now I have all of these written out and put onto little dot cards here. You can see, so this is the first, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I put 9 colors on here. The Cobalt Blue ran all over. I had one other color like that. All of the binder was at the top, and when I mixed it up, it all just kind of ran out, which was really weird. But I digress. We can swatch all of these. So French Ultramarine, which is PB25 and PV15. I use a lot of Phthalo Blue. It was never a color I loved when I first started painting with watercolors, but since I've gotten a little further into it, I have found that I really do reach for that color a ton. So this is that Cobalt Blue that had the binder issue, but it seems to swatch out really well. It was just really, like, I turned the tube upside down and it ran right out once I mixed the binder back in, which means I probably just didn't mix it enough. The color's gorgeous. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but they're as different as French Ultramarine and Cobalt Blue are. And then we have Phthalo Blue. This is a color I love to mix, and I use a whole bunch in my card making, as well as my watercolors that I do outside of YouTube. And then we have Sennelier Yellow Deep. I kind of love how bright and warm that yellow is. Lemon Yellow, which is a yellow I think I reach for more than any aside from Quinacridone Gold. Nice and bright. So their Quinacridone Gold is PR101, PY50, and PR206, which seems like an odd combination. I don't mind the color. I probably won't reach for it too terribly much. I am lucky enough to have a bunch of the original PO49 from Daniel Smith, so I tend to reach for that just because in your washes, the Quinacridone Gold, the original Quinacridone Gold is way more bright and yellow, whereas here it stays more on that orangey, dirty end, which I do enjoy as well. Red Orange is definitely a bright pumpkin orange type color. That one's PO43 and PY83. PR254, Sennelier Red. That's a beautiful red. Like lipstick red. I really like it. A Liz Crimson Lake, which is PR83. Again, a gorgeous color. I'm just going to set this one up to the top here. And here is our next sheet. You can see that the Blue Violet is the other one that ran all over the place on me. Rose Madder Lake is PV19. There is another PV19 in here that we will come to, which is the Permanent Magenta. So you can see how different the same pigment can be milled and used in different ways to create different colors. Helio Purple is PR122. This color is stunning. I really enjoy this one. Dioxazine Purple, like I said, one of my favorite colors in watercolor in general. I love how rich and almost black it can look without being mixed with anything else. And it washes out into just a really nice cool toned purple. Titanium White Pw6. So I just did a little scribble down beneath of it so we can see how opaque this is. Doesn't seem to fare very well. We'll take a closer look at them once they're dry. Let me do that. Next up is Quinacridone Red, which is PR209. Their Quinacridone Red looks much like Daniel Smith's Quinacridone Coral to me, just without having them side by side. Quinacridone Coral is one of the colors I use the most, so here's the other PV19, which is Permanent Magenta. Ooh, and theirs is more of a purpley tone than like a bright pink magenta. Like that feels more magenta to me than this, but I like it nonetheless. So this is that Blue Violet. This is the one that again ran out. I probably just didn't mix the binder in enough. I also got some Cobalt Blue down there. Mass tone and washed out. And last but not least is Indigo, which is 3 pigments, PV60, PV15:1, and PBK7. And I love Sennelier's Indigo. So I'm definitely going to have to do some play with these. I just wanted to have a quick swatch with you guys and say hello. I hope everybody is doing well, staying healthy, staying safe, doing what you gotta do. Yeah, so that is the Sennelier paints that I got for Mother's Day in May. It's August. But thank you all so much for stopping by. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe. If you enjoyed this swatching video, please give me a thumbs up. It definitely helps me and the channel out a ton. And I will see you guys very soon in another video. Bye for now.